Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Musicians Café for another episode. I hope you're having a nice Sunday, or maybe today I should say bonjour à tout le monde, as the guest of today is Aurelien Froissart. I hope I'm pronouncing well his name, because I don't speak a word of French. Aurelien is a fantastic pianist. You will see he's a French internationally renowned pianist. And I probably is the first, actually, without probably, he is the first guest of Sunday Musicians Café, who I never met live. And I got to know him thanks to another musician, a friend of mine, a friend we have in common now, which is who was actually one of the guests of a previous episode in Sunday Musicians Café, which is 𝒔𝒕𝒊𝒕𝒊𝒐𝒏, and they played together. So I got to know him through her and through that video, which hit, I don't know, like 100 million views on TikTok. You will see today we'll talk about many things, including social media and time management and the incredible stuff he's doing. He's bringing music and joy everywhere in the world, wherever he goes and play. And on the social media he has 2 million followers around all the platforms, especially TikTok, and now 500,000 on YouTube. He's doing a lot of stuff, and I really looking forward to hear about his opinion on social media and how he actually managed all of them. So just to introduce a bit the guest of today, as I said, he's a French pianist, and he studied I think he was born in Paris. He will tell us more about his experience in music and the music industry in general, and his studies maybe, and maybe some key moments that he thinks are worth sharing with us. And he studied in Paris, and then I think he studied also in Royal College and Royal Academy in London. So I don't know where he's based now, but we will ask him. So let's invite him. Sunday break. He should be able to join. That's it. Hey, Aurelien.
Hi.
How are you?
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. I can hear you. What about me? You can hear me?
Yes.
Fantastic. How are you? Where are you at the moment?
So right now I'm in the countryside of France.
Fantastic. Enjoying life.
Yes. I'm at the family birthday this weekend.
Oh, wow. Okay, super, fantastic. Okay. So, but you based in London, or you stay in France most of the time?
No, right now I'm based in Paris.
In Paris. Okay,
Yes.
I see. Because I was saying in the introduction a bit that actually you're the first person that I've never met live, and the first guest, of this project that I never met live, but which I'm really honored that you agreed on doing this, because I think you have a lot to share and a lot to say about many things, and you're an extraordinary pianist and fantastic musician, as I could see from the video on TikTok with 𝒔𝒕𝒊𝒔𝒕𝒊𝒐𝒏. 𝒔𝒕𝒊𝒔𝒕 is a friend in common that we have, because I played with 𝒔𝒕𝒊𝒔𝒕, and I studied with her in Royal College, and I was super glad to see that outcome, from the video, and it was really good. It was really good. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was so unexpected with 𝒔𝒕𝒊𝒔𝒕, because we met like with 𝒔𝒕𝒊𝒔𝒕 one day before the video.
Okay, I see. Are you drinking water? Or?
Yeah, water, but
you're an healthy guy. Amazing.
The glass of champagne, but champagne was only yesterday. Today is water.
You already used it for his own purpose, right? For the right purpose. Yeah, very good, amazing. So, would you like to share with us a bit of your history? What did you do in your life, and how did you realize that maybe music was your path, in your life when you were a teenager or something?
Yeah, so it was quite a late realization for me, because I realized that I wanted to be a musician, and actually I realized that I wanted to play the piano only when I was 12.
Okay, I see.
And when I watched, it was when I watched a movie called The Blues Brothers.
Yes, yes,
yeah,
fantastic.
very nice movie. I think from the 80s or maybe 90s.
Okay,
Where,
yes, I think, yeah.
Yeah, these two brothers, they play jazz and blues together, and they have some crazy adventures. And I watched this movie with my family, and after watching this movie, I decided I had to start playing the piano.
I see. Is your family in the music industry somehow? So are musicians
No,
in your family? No?
no, not at all. No.
Okay, well.
So yeah, I was the first musician in the family.
I see. I see. That's really, really nice. Actually, it's the same happened to me. So I'm the only one that actually is a musician, but everyone studied music a bit, you know, just for fun. But I took the professional path. But so 12, for who doesn't know, I mean, 12 is it's not late. I mean, there is no such a thing of being late or early. And I totally support people that start very late, you know, because music is very broad concept. So obviously to make a living with that and be a professional is difficult to start later. Is much more difficult. It's like with languages, right?
Yes.
So you're much slower on learning. But as we can see, the outcome is amazing. So you did a really good job when you were a teenager, right? So you studied in Paris, or you studied there? Did you study in Paris?
Yeah, I was in Paris. Yeah, already. Okay. But yeah, when I decided to start, then I took like few lessons with a young guy that was a jazz pianist, because I wanted to play jazz because of the movie.
I see.
And then I took a few lessons with this guy. He was like a jazz student. And then after a few weeks, he told me to go to a classical teacher to get better. And then I went to this classical teacher. And yeah, I told him I want to become a professional pianist. And he was like, actually, he was saying it's too late, actually, because now I was 13. And you know, there is all these deadlines in the career of a young musician. Like, for example, in Paris, to be able to enter the Paris National Conservatory, you have to be less than 21.
Okay, I didn't know this.
So
okay.
I think they don't have this deadline in London, but in Paris, yeah, you have to be less than 21. So when I was 13 and I was just playing like I don't know, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, you know?
Yes, of course.
So it was like it's going to be complicated.
Yes.
And yeah, but this gave me even more motivation. And yeah, they refused the conservatory at 13. I applied to just a local music school.
Okay.
And they refused me because they say, yeah, you're too old. So
nice.
yeah,
wow.
Then I went to this guy who gave me private classes. And then I managed to enter to his class in the music school after like 1 year.
I see. Yeah. I see. So would you think that probably the key elements of your path in music, because of the age you started, are the people that actually supported you, like also giving you lessons and stuff? I guess.
Yeah, I was very lucky to find this teacher. His name was 𝒔𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒕𝒊𝒐𝒏.
Okay.
And he's a Polish American. And then I started to study with him, and I stayed like 10 years studying with him, and he became really my biggest musical influence.
Yes, I mean, it's so important, as you were saying, that, I mean, the importance of the teacher. I mean, it really doesn't matter if you're going to a prestigious school or a very expensive institute or whatever, you know.
Yes.
And of course, the facilities and, you know, the environment helps. If you are in a good environment that supports you as well, like with facilities and, you know, everybody's studying for that. But at the end, if you don't have a very good teacher, nothing comes out from that. So I agree with you on the importance of the teachers.
Yeah.
And so when did you move to, you came to London, right, for a period or something?
Yeah, I went to London for like 4 months, but much later, when I was already like a student in Paris Conservatory, so I was like maybe 21, 22.
I see. I see. How old are you now?
Now I'm 28.
Okay, okay. No, you're still super young. I mean, you're super internationally renowned, and so amazing. You have a lot of time to go around and play for everybody, as you're doing now, because you're going every place in the world. Tell us about it.
So you mean about playing like?
Yes, you go around everywhere, and you play every day. You post a video one in Bali, one in New York, London. You know, like.
Yeah, I like to travel a lot, and it's so cool to be able to play piano in different places, and just every time like the setting is a bit different, like in New York or in London, and every time I travel to some place now, I try to find a public piano, like whether it's in a train station or whether it's in an airport, and every time I look for new opportunities to make new videos in the places that I go to. But I have to admit, Paris is kind of the best place to make videos in public piano right now.
Really?
Because there are many public pianos in Paris, and I didn't find any other city in the world with such a good supply of piano. Yeah.
Because you basically so going to the real deal that we want to talk about, the social media now, and how do you? I mean, obviously, I guess you started publishing video, posting video very early, or when did you start? Everything?
No, I started like 1 year and a half ago.
Really?
Yes.
And you reached already 2 million on TikTok.
Yeah, but it's not so quick, you know.
No, of course, but I mean, 1 year is not too bad. I mean, in 1 year and a half, it's
I know I have
a long
some
time.
friends who reach the same in like 6 months.
Really?
It can be with TikTok. It can go really fast.
I see.
If you have a viral video, it goes really fast. But when I started 1 year and a half ago, I started with really no clear model. Like I didn't have any examples of people doing what I wanted to do. So I was kind of going a bit by chance and trying different stuff for a while. So for like at least 1 year, I would say I made some videos that didn't have a lot of views. Because, I was basically just going to play my piano repertoire in a train station and posting it.
I see.
But it was not very viral. So after when I started to get viral, it really took just a few months to get to 500K, 1 million, 2 million.
Okay. So you think the escalation is exponential? So once
exactly.
So you basically, when you hit a viral video, then it's easier to go up, right?
And also just you learn. It's just that for so much time you have to try stuff that don't work, just to learn what works, you know. And once that you learn what works, you can just focus on that, and you just need to post you don't even need to post a lot of videos.
I see.
Because you can just hit the right target every time.
But sorry for my ignorance, but I think this is useful for everybody to know. But when you say I got to know what it works, I mean, I see all these platforms, and you know, I have an old soul. So for me, social media is difficult to approach, you know. And but I still try my best. But I see that the algorithm is so volatile, that always changing, you know. So what actually works, I never know what actually works, you know, because every time it's different.
And how old are you?
25.
Okay, so you're younger than me.
Yes, I am, but you know, the problem is I have an old soul. So you know, for me, I joined Facebook. I remember in 2011. So when it came out. Okay. And I always liked the platform, the social media thing, but I never approached them in a professional way, you know. Okay. Never, you know. So, and now I'm doing something on Instagram, as you can see, things, but it's been like 1 year, but I never pushed to go viral or something, you know. I just post and stuff. Yeah. So I don't actually know how to approach it.
Yeah, you know, I relate to what you say, that you are an old soul, because actually it's the same for me. Like I didn't have most of my life, I didn't have any social media. Yeah. I didn't have Facebook before, like, I think 2018 or something like this. I didn't have Instagram for most of my life.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Also, I grew up without television, without
Me too. Me
without a
too.
smartphone.
Me too.
So
Me
yeah,
too. No television. No television at home. Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I also didn't have any phone, just like
Yeah.
any personal mobile phone before 18 years old.
Yes. 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 It's the
So
same.
yeah.
It's the same. Yeah.
So yeah, you know, you don't need to really be born with this to use it.
I see. I see. That's a
Yeah,
good thing.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. I see. But for example, I mean, TikTok. Take TikTok.
yes,
TikTok, I really cannot feel comfortable on TikTok. I don't feel comfortable. I mean, not even posting. I mean, it's just a platform that doesn't speak
yeah.
to me. You know, it doesn't speak to me. It's like I don't use it. I don't go on that. So how you think we should approach? Because maybe for musicians in general, maybe performing arts, it's like today. Would you say it's necessary?
Yeah,
To
yeah,
have
I think it's necessary, but I think yeah, you need to get a touch to get a touch of the platform and to understand a little bit. So you can just spend like a few, maybe a few hours just scrolling on the platform at first,
Okay.
and just to learn to get a feel of it, like how it works. What videos here get millions of views, even if it's not music videos. You know, just
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's always important to understand the human mind and to understand what human like to watch. You know, even
Of
if it's
course.
stupid videos, even the most stupid video, you can still find something that is the deep reason to why people are attracted to this. You know.
Ah, this is interesting concept. I agree with you, but it's difficult for me to apply it on the music. Then how do you connect this?
Yes.
Like, how do you do
Yes.
that?
So first you understand like the psychological aspects of what works, even if it's outside of your expertise, so outside of music. So you take the most stupid videos and you see what works, and then you try to apply it in your field. You know. So for example, you will see that most of the time humans are very social creatures. You know, like so they like just to watch other humans and to watch other human interactions,
I see.
and they like this kind of yeah, it's just like I think it's very deep, like something from evolution, you know.
Yes, yeah, this is very interesting. I mean, you see, you have a different eye. I mean, I don't have this eye. I think you have this kind of, you perceive what actually, you can analyze very well the videos and stuff. For me,
Yes.
it's like, I think I get just soaked in that, and then I don't know how to get,
Yeah.
you know, and I don't know. I have to understand how it works. But thank you for the suggestions. But you said something that worried me because you said maybe you have to spend a couple of hours on scrolling.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know, but it's a lot of time. And how
No.
do you
Yeah, but I
how do
said
you
just at
manage the
first.
time?
You just need to spend a few hours at first to just
Okay.
understand the platform.
Okay.
And now, for example, me, I don't have TikTok on my phone.
Oh,
You know,
really?
I yeah, I don't have the app
Fantastic.
on my phone. So,
Fantastic.
but yeah, when I post, I download the app again. I post my videos. Then yeah, I will scroll a little bit to see what's new, what people are watching, and then I will also uninstall the app, and I spend most of my time without TikTok on my phone.
But okay, this is interesting. I never thought about it. So I always thought, I mean, you are a celebrity, and so then you're always on on the social media, but actually you're not. So you don't
No,
use TikTok.
no. Yeah, I try to limit my use of it, but of course Instagram is more complicated
Yeah.
because I use it to talk with people.
Yeah.
So I need to have it to keep it installed on my phone.
Yes.
But yeah, TikTok you can completely get rid of it.
Are you one of those that doesn't have WhatsApp? Oh no, you have
Yeah,
WhatsApp, I
WhatsApp
know.
also I have. Yeah.
Okay, imagine there are new generations that they prefer to have Snapchat or Instagram than WhatsApp. They download before, you know, they
Yeah.
download Instagram before WhatsApp.
Yeah, WhatsApp is good to talk with your friends and yeah.
Yeah, parents, you know, the parents. Amazing.
Yes.
This is incredible. But how do you manage the time? If you want to share with us how you you can split your day or your daily routine on how you manage the time on each social media, and then also practice, obviously, and work.
Yeah, the thing is, I think I'm not a very good example for this.
Okay.
Because I'm really the less organized person on earth.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't have like, but yeah, I try to work on that. But
Okay.
I don't have a very fixed schedule. I'm very spontaneous, and I try to always follow just what I want to do on the moment.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I don't have any clear practice routines. I don't have any schedule for posting. Any of that. I just when I have an idea, I go try to film it, and then when I have time, I go to edit it, and then I post it. But I don't have any like pre-planned videos.
Okay. How does it work? I mean, sorry for maybe it's too technical or practical, but I'm very interested in that. How does it work, the time you spend in public with the piano? I mean, I guess it's for free, obviously. I mean, you just have to go there. But I don't know how much time you can actually spend there. Maybe security comes and says, okay, you're spending like 2 or 3 hours, because it's not busking, but it's in between.
Yeah,
maybe,
no,
right?
But usually I don't spend this much time, because when I started, as I told you, I used to just go and play my repertoire. So without any pre-planned videos. So I just went and sometimes I played like 1 hour or 2 hours. Just I played my pieces.
Okay.
But nowadays I'm much more focused, because I know already what I want to record when I go there.
I see.
And I go for example, with 1 or 2 friends, and we have like a little program of like 4 or 5 pieces.
I see.
We go there, we play them, and then we say goodbye, and that's it.
But so maybe it's not good to say, but if you can say it, if you don't say it, it's okay. But so some videos are pre-planned.
Yes, of course.
Okay, all of them.
I don't care about saying it.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah. No. So some of them are not. Some of them are spontaneous, but it's usually what happens is like the musicians in the videos are planned. Like if I play chamber music or with an opera singer, of course it's planned.
Okay, I see.
But what is really spontaneous most of the time is like people's requests, when people come to ask something, or when people react, or this interaction. So it's a mix between it's a fine balance between something that is a setup and something that is more spontaneous.
I see, because obviously there are requests that you cannot satisfy and requests that you can satisfy.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
That I mean, you see, I mean, the mind of an old soul that doesn't get this. I'm really sorry. I look so stupid, but it's I'm very basic. But obviously, you see like a supernatural request, like, can you play this for me? And you play it, and then, but obviously it's edited, And also, I saw a story about editing recently on your profile, and you said that you just bought a computer because you were editing everything on the phone.
Yeah, I was doing on my phone, and it started to get uncomfortable, because for the eyes, it's not good. It's so small. And now I'm trying to get more organized this year, and to really have a good process, where I can publish more.
Yes.
And so I'm thinking, to have a better process, I will need a computer, and then I will hire some video editors.
Yes.
And so I will do the editing in collaboration with
someone.
And for this, I need to share on the cloud through the computer.
I see. No, that obviously I suggest. I think it's a good idea, because otherwise your eyes, you're gonna lose them.
Yes.
But also another thing that when did you understand that social media and TikTok, and maybe if each platform I know pays differently, and also YouTube and stuff, you have 500,000 on YouTube as well.
As what?
500,000 on YouTube.
Yes.
It's a lot. So when did you understand that you could actually make a living with this as a job? And not only playing piano around the world and like performing, but also social media. When did you understand this?
Yeah, I started to have this more like business mindset where when I started to play in public and to make videos, but I didn't really know like for how I'm going to get money. But I just know that if I get some exposition, of course I can monetize it after. So whether it's with lessons or with concerts, or like even like selling video courses,
Yes.
or even like you know brand deals. So when the brands they pay you
Yes, of
to
course.
make like some advertisement for them.
Yes.
So yeah, I did a bit of everything of that from that.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
But and the money from the platform is the less, right?
Yeah, it depends on which platform, and also it depends on the views. For example, Instagram they don't pay. Instagram they don't pay you.
Okay.
TikTok they pay a little bit, but it really depends because they don't count all the views. So it kind of depends the country of the viewer.
I see.
It's a bit complicated. On YouTube also they pay you, but on YouTube they only pay for like longer videos,
I see.
but not so much for YouTube Shorts.
But you work more in you Shorts, no?
Yes.
On the short, yeah.
Yes, but I now on YouTube I also post longer videos, but longer it just has to be like longer than 1 minute. So it can
okay.
be like,
So it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, most of my videos are like 2 or 3 minutes, so it counts as a long video.
I see. Are you okay? Yes. So I see that I'm basically all the social media part is you monetize in real life, obviously, not only through the platforms.
Yes.
But sorry to stay too much. Maybe if you want to change topic, you can tell me. But I'm very curious, obviously. But can you tell me the pros and the cons of having a viral video? I mean, obviously, the positive side is that you become famous, right? You become famous. But I can see so many negative side of it. And would you like to share with us how did you cope with those with the viral videos? No, the first time maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I see. So the positive sides are really like getting more exposure. So and then of course exposure like it depend. It's good like depending on what you do with it. If you use it for something good or not, or if you just want to have to fuel your ego and just have some likes, it's quite useless, you know.
Yes.
But the negative side, I don't see so many. Actually, I don't see so much any negative side in doing a viral video, except maybe sometimes you can get judged for the video by some other professional musicians. I think that's the only negative side, because a part of classical musicians are very close-minded, and so they will think that if you made a viral video, it means you're not like a serious musician anymore.
No, but this is so stupid because obviously, I mean, I totally agree with you. I mean, viral video doesn't mean anything, and also it's just jealousy. It's just jealousy because the reality is that you have also an experience of classical music and you can play whatever you want, Chopin, Liszt, you know. So that this is closed-minded. I understand. So those haters, leave them alone. But
I think that will be the only negative side but some of them are actually very good musicians. So it already happened to me that I wanted to make a video with a very good classical musician, and he refused or she refused only because she had this image. Okay, he's doing viral stuff, so I don't want to play with him.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
This is really stupid.
And most of them are students of like Paris Conservatory or students of even Royal College. I talked with a student of Royal College, and she told me like she didn't want to do the video because her teacher would judge her, you know. So she was afraid of what the teacher would say.
No, but this is really it's a pity because obviously it's really a pity. But I mean, nowadays, I think, and you tell me if you think the same, right? But social media is like your business card. It's not everything that you are. but it's what you want to show, right? So it's you know, it's to attract people. Then if the people, they want to get to know you better, they will discover that you also can play whatever you want, right?
Yes.
And but this is so stupid to judge only that part, right? It's I don't know. I think it's a lack of experience as well. I think maybe most of the people don't have the experience on the social media, so that's why they judge, you know. And
yeah, and also I think because they have this mindset of being a student, you know. So they have this mindset of being very kind of submissive to like, what the teacher will think, what the school will, what the friends will think in the school, and they don't think of themselves really as like musicians or like even like entrepreneurs, but they will think of themselves only as students, and so they will think, okay, I want to have a good grade at the end of the year.
Yes.
And that's it.
I always hated this, and I really. I didn't like it. There is a beautiful comment, if you want to read it. Someone, Sanya, says, "I feel motivated when I see you play piano." This is fantastic. Fantastic. Nice. Thank you, Sanya. Thank you. And so I totally agree with you on this entrepreneurship that we should have as musicians. You recently did something that I wanted to mention, and maybe you would like to mention that you just played some soundtrack in a short movie that your cousin, if I'm not mistaken, did in New York, right?
Yes.
I watched the movie. I watched the short movie, and I suggest everyone to go and watch it because it's very nice and it's so deep. Actually, it's very deep stuff, and I liked it very much. And the music was just fantastic. It was perfect. So you improvised that.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a really great project. It was the first time for me to play and to do music for a movie. And yeah, my cousin, she's such a talented like filmmaker.
Yeah, fantastic.
And it was her first movie actually.
Oh, wow.
She was living in New York, and she managed to do everything in New York like by herself, and like finding actors, finding places to shoot, finding camera and all this stuff.
Wow.
It was a big project for her, and I happened to be in New York at the same time. It was last summer. So we talked about the movie together, and she told me she would like to have some piano music for the last scene.
It's perfect. It works perfectly because it works really well.
And yeah, after she sent me the scene, and yeah, I decided to like do a little kind of improvisation on this pattern from you know, Debussy, Des Pas sur la neige. You know this prelude.
Yes.
With this rhythm like ta 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 ta.
Yes,
you know?
fantastic.
And yeah, it's kind of obsessive rhythm, and I tried to use it and do a little melody on the right hand. It was really very simple music, but yeah, it was nice.
Well, but you know, the simplest music is always the best, eh? So it's to write and to play few notes is much more difficult than playing many notes, because many notes, you know, it's sometimes it's just mechanical exercise, you know. Thank you so much. I always ask this at the end of the live, so feel free also to say no, I already said enough things. But if you have any suggestion or key tips that you would like to leave for the future generation of musicians in general.
Yeah, I would say be careful to not be like to not be condition your mind because of your school and where you study, because like music was taught outside of schools for most of human history. Like when you think of Mozart and Beethoven, like they didn't go to a conservatory, they didn't go to a music school. They just found a very talented musician, and they went to him and they say, "Can I study with you?" And that's how like Beethoven studied with Czerny, for example, or all the great musicians. That's how they learned music. They just focus on who is talented and how can I learn from him, and that's it. They were completely free. And nowadays we have all these institutions like conservatory, music school, and people think that becoming musicians equals to going to these institutions. But and getting the validation from the institutions, but I don't think that's true. And I think in the future, we will actually go back to the previous model, and we'll go back to this model where with everyone is kind of his own school, and yeah, people will choose like freely where they want to go to study. So because of this, yeah, be careful if you are students in a conservatory to not become close-minded of this environment.
Wow, thank you so much. I mean, this was a bomb, and it was incredibly good, and I really liked it. And I hope in the future you will happen this that you are saying, because people also become more sincere also as musicians. And
yes,
what I always say is one of the most important quality of a musician is authenticity. So to be sincere on the stage is very difficult, and I think this comes also from a personal encounter with
yes,
music, not just the institution. I totally agree with you.
Yes, as you said before, like focus on the teacher instead of
Yes.
the institution is so much
Yes.
more important. And the best teachers in my life were actually not the teachers that were in the most prestigious institutions.
Same. It's true. It's true. Aurelien, thank you so much. This was, I know you are very busy and we have to leave it here, but thank you really so much for this wonderful chat. I hope to meet you in London or maybe Paris.
Yes.
And we have a coffee together, maybe, or a glass of champagne, if you would like to. Under the 𝒕𝒐𝒏𝒕.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much and good luck with everything. Good luck with everything. And keep posting. See you. Bye. What an incredible guest, Aurelien. My French is terrible, but I hope I pronounced well his name. But he's incredible. As you can see, it's very free of talking about reality, right? So how music industry works nowadays, and how actually we should be careful of not being stuck in this mentality of the institution. And I totally agree with him. Yes, it will be posted afterwards. Of course, it will be posted. And also, please follow him or me to keep updated with these episodes of Sunday Musicians Café. And thank you so much for coming and to listen to us. And see you next Sunday for another episode with another friend and musician in the music industry. Have a good Sunday. Bye.